Okay. Hi. Carmen here. So I ended up last night having my first live poetry reading unintentionally. um and I've just felt very inspired and excited and like ready to continue in that direction since that experience. And I just randomly was like, ooh, I can make a YouTube video. But yeah, it was so wild. It was such an occurrence of divine timing, because there was an author who was having a poetry book reading and signing in my hometown that I was just going to support and experience. But then I ended up someone, my pottery teacher, so many different, like, so many interesting connections, because like I would not have anticipated things happening how they happened. But my pottery teacher, who's connected to the author and then connected to all these other people, she introduced me to the author. She was like, I really want you to meet her, because I told her about my writing and my like doing a book and these ideas that I had. And so I ended up meeting the author, and we were just talking about writing and reading, and I shared some of my pieces with her. And then she was like, do you want to read? And I was like, oh, I mean, if you're offering. I wasn't expecting to, because it was a really cool event, because she's a teacher, so she was doing like a release slash reading slash book signing for her book, but her students also helped host the event and they read and performed too. And I was like, that's really cool. And she asked me to be a part of it. But it's just so wild, because I really wanted to go, but I had a very long, eventful day and I was tired and I was considering not going, but I was like, no, you're gonna go. And then I was getting in the car and something told me, like, you should get the book, the printed, because I have like the printed manuscript, and I was like, you should get it and put it in your car just in case. And I got there and she was literally asking me about what I write. And then I was like, I have the manuscript in my car. And she was like, go get it. And so it was just so interesting. And it was like a decent amount of people for me, considering that I think this was my first time ever reading my poetry in front of other people, let alone not anticipating it. Like, I found out like 30 minutes before the start of it that I was doing it. And there were also people in the audience that I knew, because it's at our coffee shop in our community, and I'm in a small town. So like, it was like, oh, not only am I not prepared, but it's also like a decent amount of people, and there's people I know that don't even know that I do this, because I've been keeping it to myself, except for like a small like amount of friends and everything. But it was such an amazing experience, and it was just really wild and uplifting seeing the impact beyond me that it can have, because there were like young like high school students there that came up to me and were talking to me about how much like one of my poems in particular resonated with them, and how much they really liked it. And that one in particular, I want to maybe make a video reading on here, so people can hear it. But people were just very like inspired by it and resonated with it, and I just was not anticipating, especially the younger students, to feel so connected to it. And it was really cool. And it's just wild, because like none of it was planned, it just happened. And it made me think about how like every like one decision you make can completely change the trajectory of things, or like put you on this path or that path, or just putting yourself out there, even if you're scared or you don't know what's gonna happen, or it isn't planned, how much it can have a big positive impact or change some things. It was an amazing experience, and it made me I'm realizing like the more I do stuff and get out of my comfort zone, the more motivated I feel to keep going. Like, it made me, I was terrified, but after doing it and the feeling I felt in that present moment of like performing my piece, it made me want to do it more. Like I'm excited to do more readings and to create more and to share what I'm creating and not just keep it to myself. And it's just amazing because like the author was like telling me about going to other readings in different cities and connecting with other people, and it was just a handful of people I met that I can learn so much from and like connect with and build a community with. And I knew none of these people before that day, and it's just if I wouldn't have gone and if I wouldn't have put myself out there, if my pottery teacher wouldn't have introduced me, it just everything would have been completely different, or would have not happened at all, or not happened in that way at that time. I don't know. I just can't like get over it, and I'm really excited about just continuing to do this, continuing to put, I feel ready to put what I'm doing out there. And I don't like, there's always going to be some fear and self-consciousness, but I feel more confident in myself and like, okay, it's time, I'm ready. I don't know all the ways it's going to look like right now, but I'm really excited to figure it out, and to keep going and to pursue what I've felt drawn to pursue for a while now. And I'm just noticing how much trusting myself, trusting my intuition, and just doing the things and putting myself out there, the difference that it makes. I just feel like I'm going down this right path that I feel driven by and passionate about, and like it's much bigger than just me. I don't even know how to describe it. I feel really authentic within what I'm doing now and what I'm creating now, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel fulfilled and excited, and like I'm ready to just keep going. But yeah. Don't think there was much else to say there. More of just like an update of how things are going, and that I think that just happened so out of nowhere to me. And it's crazy because it's like it's something I've been doing and preparing for internally for a while, but it felt so random and out of nowhere the way that it happened. But it felt like a sign that things are right, things are going well, that I'm doing the right thing and I'm going down the right path. So yeah. All right, bye.